Yo, what's up, everybody? Yeah, it takes a second for this to turn on, so I'm going to change something while I wait. Here we go. It is day 2 of 100 Days of Awesome live edition, and today just happens to be mine and Lindy's 11th wedding anniversary. We are excited. Lindy's going to come join in a second. Talk about how we got to where we are for a minute before we go for a bike ride, because we can, and it's awesome. So if you guys are there, let me know. It usually takes a sec for people to join, so I'll wait for just a moment. And or everybody's working and not joining because people have jobs, and that's what they do. Or you're watching, and if you are, hello. So yeah, day 2, 100 Days of Awesome live edition. Today's our anniversary. The 100 Days of Awesome started last year from a challenge from a friend, and I loaded a video 100 days in a row. There was a couple days because some medical things and life things got in the way, but I still did 100 days. So now this year I'm doing 100 Days of Awesome live. We're going to go live every single day for the next 100 days, which will take us all the way to New Year's Day, and it's going to be awesome. But for today's special guest, I have the one and the only Lindy Denny, who's going to come join in a second.
Coming.
Oh, there she is. I hear her coming down the hall.
Really?
Yeah, you're right there. Well, it's a show. We got to put on a show like this.
We don't want a show.
Well, we put on a show without us knowing we put on a show. Because like we just are us, and then people are like, you guys are so adorable. How you have your cute banters. Like, that's just how we talk. Some people call it cute. Others may call it arguing. Or who knows. So we'll see about how long I can stare at her to get her to pressure her to come join. Because I have a special treat that she doesn't know about. And it's going to be a fun thing. What's that face? So we're going to see. We're going to take you.
You don't even have a chart for me.
I've got it right here. It's part of the ambiance. Hi, babe.
Hi.
You say hi to our
Hello.
guests and fans?
Hello. Who's here?
I don't know. They haven't told me. So I don't know who's watching because there's like 1 or 2 people.
Awesome.
So, but you know how we do. So how we do. Good?
How we do.
You ready?
What have you got me roped into?
So we're going to take you back. We're going to take people back. You got to stop moving.
You moved.
No, you like leaned in. We're going to take people back to the day that we got engaged.
Why?
Because it's fun. And this is a great way to do it.
Go watch the YouTube video.
No, we've got it pulled up here. We're going to watch it and talk about it. See, look. Oh, look at that. Oh, where'd it go? Look at that. We're going to watch this YouTube video. And they're going to watch it, and we're going to do some commentary.
Do we need to turn that down?
That's quite a poet.
So yes, I had a cardboard cutout of Matt. It lived in my bedroom. I don't know if people can hear us over that video. Oh, look how cute Carter is. He was just so little.
You know what?
Oh, it's so loud.
In this way, we travel all over the world.
You gotta be able to hear it.
Why are you watching this?
Because it's fun. You're not having fun?
She's not as heavy as
So
this.
much fun.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah,
No,
that's better. Look at that. That reaction.
So ridiculous.
What's going through your head right now?
What the
Back then.
hell is going on?
Not
Is
right.
this a family show?
Well, I don't mean like right now. Back then.
That's why.
All the way over in Japan.
Because you convinced me that you were getting me a Christmas present. I'm gonna turn that down. I can't hear this.
I'm working on it.
But he said,
Wait, there you go. They don't need to listen to it. There's nothing exciting going on.
yeah, she's not going to
This is
What's
so
going on right
insane.
now?
Well, you convinced me that you were going to send your Christmas present through Santa to come and see me.
That's how they say
for our family Christmas party.
And Santa just happens to be my dad
Subbing in.
The trick was he just got a new Santa suit, so that's how he convinced her that my mom and my brothers need to go be elves. So
That
they
is
could
very elaborate.
test it out. That's what happened.
It's very elaborate. He convinced me also.
Oh.
There it is. There it
The
is.
cardboard cutout.
With horrible placement, might I add. Can we just talk about that for a second?
The camera placement or the envelope placement?
Envelope placement. Like, can we talk about that for a minute? 10 years, 11 years later, let's talk about
11
that
years into a
placement.
marriage. Hey, I was in Japan.
Let's talk about that placement right there.
I was in Japan. I don't know what you're talking about.
You convinced me though that you would not propose in virtual, or like we would be in person.
Mm-hmm.
You would give me a ring in person.
Now she's listening because she's interested.
Because you're a poet, but you don't share those skills very often.
Just for you.
There's something else.
So do you have any idea what's going on right now still?
Yeah.
When
When
was
that
the
comes
moment?
out, when your brother's right there with my laptop, you're on FaceTime. I don't know if you can even hear anything. It was so loud. My small house.
I couldn't hear. I could just see your face.
What are we doing?
Because it's hilarious. This is what people do now. And I knew,
We're not those people.
I knew it would get you to smirk.
We're not those people.
It's our anniversary day.
I liked that shirt. I can remember coming home from work that day, and I was so exhausted from the credit union. It's just a long day. I rode the front runner. I came home, and I think I took a nap before the Christmas party because I was so tired.
I think that's letter one or letter two.
That was letter two. Again with the placement, though.
I don't see the problem.
This is a
They're
family
coming out of
show.
his hand. See? No, his hand was holding them. The poster's hand.
See, and that's when the whole family realized you were there.
Nobody realized I was online. I was in Japan, and I had gotten my Marine Corps officer to let me do this. It was like 6 a.m. my time.
Yeah.
And
This was so elaborate across 2 time zones, across the
like
world.
9 times zones. This was like,
Yeah. I'm at like 2 continents.
oh yeah.
Across the world. Feel free to ask questions.
Because you hate
Those
talking
crazy
about it.
people that are watching.
Yeah, there's 5 or 6 now. You can go watch the YouTube video. I'll put the link in the comments so you can listen to the beautiful poems that only write to you.
I like that shirt. I got it from Ross. And I love that headband too.
He's cute little headband. Placement's great. I don't know what you're talking
The placement is horrible. Horrible.
Last letter
Yes, we still have that cardboard cutout. I think it's in storage.
in the letters.
Look how long Travis' hair was. It was like his
Look at Jake.
beach bum
Look
days.
at Jake on the right there.
Jake.
Now you're reading it to yourself.
Oh man, the zoom in.
Oh, zoom.
Zoom.
Straight up. There's more. There's
Yeah, just
more.
wait. It gets better. There's more. I still have that free insurance,
Correct.
but the donkey died.
No, it didn't. It died in Ridgecrest, but we revived it, and then we got a new donkey. Look where we're going
No,
now.
now we have a bus.
Exactly.
The donkey is now a bus.
Kiss the poster.
I couldn't
Kiss the
hear
poster.
you. I couldn't hear. Oh my gosh.
It's going through your head right now.
Like, shut up, people. Like, yeah, but it's like, now what? This is so awkward. Yeah, I can't hear.
What?
This was 12 years ago.
Yeah.
And we didn't have.
Look at Jake. This is where Jake cries.
Oh, this is a good moment. I love this moment with Jake. This is probably one of my most favorite moments of the video.
This
Sorry,
is probably one of
babe.
my favorite moments of our life.
I love Jake.
Look at this.
Okay.
He's crying and he does this.
That's you, man.
I'm watching you.
He's my.
That's what Jake did on our first date out the window when I was in the car.
Yes.
Or when I pulled up. He gave me one of these.
I'm totally his favorite sister. All the other sisters
You're
fight me on
brilliant.
that. Oh my god, look at Brittany.
There's the Jake
He
one.
would not let me go though. He was so concerned about.
You still have a couple people watching. I'm impressed.
Oh man, I don't know why you're still watching. Oh gosh.
I think this is where you're like, okay, I gotta go take
I'm
this
like,
to the room.
this is awkward. I can't hear him.
Hey,
We're
what
gonna.
do you say? Bye, guys.
Bye guys. He's out.
I think we ought
So let's talk about the ring that I lost.
Luckily, it was fake,
It was totally fake.
so it was okay that you lost it.
Yeah. Snowmobiling.
Hi, everybody. How are
You
you?
didn't stop.
It's so good to
have
see you guys.
the mute
Happy
button.
Feel Good Friday, you guys.
Your YouTube is still
We made it.
going.
I'm
We made
working
it
on it.
through
I'm
the
working
week,
on
and let me
it.
tell you,
I never streamed a YouTube video before the StreamYard.
I don't know if we should do it again.
The ring. He lost
The ring. I
snowmobile.
lost the ring snowmobiling with your family. I don't know why I had it on. It didn't fit, for one. It was too big. It was just like a princess cut with a silver band. Just this
Like a
very
$50 cheap one.
I don't even know if it was that much.
Hey, come on. Like a Walmart edition.
Probably.
But there's a reason why.
Yeah, because you said I will put this ring on your finger. So I actually didn't see my wedding ring until like way after my ceremony.
It was when we got married.
Oh yeah.
It was during the ceremony.
Yeah, but
You didn't
I
look at it.
wouldn't look like I looked at it, but it wasn't like, oh, I could look at it.
Yeah.
Which it's not on.
I lost mine too, so
I didn't
11
lose
years.
it. It's over
I
there.
lost mine. You didn't lose yours.
I didn't lose
Mine's
mine.
real one's over there.
Yeah.
I lost my silicone one.
We
use the silicone bands
wear
now.
silicone, or I have some other ones that I like to wear instead.
Mhm.
Not instead because I don't like my wedding ring.
It's precious. We save it
We save it.
because we do a lot of
Um,
crazy things and we lose them and they fall off. And
Oh, we don't have the best track record for saving things, so we
Hmm.
do have them in here in our house. But I like the silicone, and then also love my stacking rings.
you have a
um,
birthstone ring you wear too, right?
I wear a turquoise. I wear a turquoise ring as well. But yeah, I didn't see it until all my bridesmaids got to see it because they were showing it off while
You were getting ready.
in the line, like before I came as.
Like the ring bearer.
Yeah,
Who was the ring bearer?
Jake.
Jake.
Jake was the ring bearer.
He was so concerned for months before our
I
ceremony.
was so worried.
I'd call him because I was in Japan.
He had so much pressure
When
on
I call
him.
or video, you're like, tell me what to do. Tell Lindy, what do I need to do for the wedding? Tell me what my job is. I need to do something. Tell me what to do. So he's the ring bearer.
And my nieces and nephews were the flower girls, or my nieces were the flower girls. We had 3.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Sadie walking out and just completely dumping over the bucket
We have a great photo of that somewhere
somewhere.
over there. Go get it. Yeah, so that was 11 years ago. It was in my parents' backyard. And
Beautiful day. You were. Oh my gosh.
oh, she
Talk
has
about the ceremony.
she has a great moment here.
But I thought you were being like all emotional and like, oh my gosh, this is the best day ever. I'm marrying the girl of my dreams. She's just so amazing. You know, I thought there were like tears coming down your eyes
Yeah.
during the service. Was there? No. No tears.
Pure sweat.
Pure sweat.
So I was a Marine
Pure-
still. So I had my cover on.
Pure sweat
So it was
coming
beating
down.
around the edge of the
Where's your
cover.
grandma?
Oh, she's gorgeous.
That is my favorite photo of your grandma. There's a few of those in here.
Yeah, that's London.
That is London.
That's us afterwards.
Like these are not in order in any
No, not at all. Here,
capacity.
give me half.
What are we looking for? Oh, that's my other favorite one of your grandma. For all Matt's family who's watching. Love
Grandma
that photo,
Garcia.
Grandma Garcia.
Ooh, that's your photo. You show that one.
Oh, this one I made my brother-in-law cry when I gave him this one. That was Sadie. She's the one that jumped the flowers. And my grandparents. We're not going through all of these photos.
No, I'm looking for the photo.
Okay.
I'm looking for the one.
Okay, I need to, these.
Yeah,
this
we
is a
need-
funny story. I was
we
gonna
need-
tell this one, but I didn't.
They're gonna
have time.
post that, I think.
But the night before, he called me at like 12:30 in the morning, and was like, "Oh man, there's so many good photos I need to post.
I know.
Stories to tell."
There's so much in here.
But he called me and is
I
like,
love that one.
"Oh,
With
that's
you
a
and your
cute one.
bridesmaids getting
Oh, my
ready."
girls. There's Ashley and Katie, Tara, Bacon's in there somewhere, and
So I didn't know the photographer did this. This is my Marine Corps stuff on the pool table, but the symbolism behind this that I don't know if he knew or not was that this is what you do at a Marine Corps ball to symbolize the ones that were lost, the ones that aren't there. So this photo, while the whole day was amazing, this one was a surprise. I didn't know.
well, we can
happened.
talk about that one for a second because that is such a beautiful surprise. But also because you were in
Oh, we had the
Japan,
photo over.
um,
Oh yeah,
because you were in Japan, you had several buddies that were gonna fly home and come be at our wedding with you, and
they all got deployed.
they all got deployed and they couldn't do it. They couldn't make it. And then while we were on our honeymoon, you got some really bad news.
Huh.
If you want to talk about that, I
Yeah,
don't know if
so-
you really want to.
Coming up, today the 24th and the 28th is when Lance Corporal Ralph Fabry was killed, and I'll be going live then about talking about that in Afghanistan. So we were on our honeymoon, and it was like 10 or 11 at night. Smartphones were still newish, so we didn't have one. So I was on the computer looking at, I think, posting pictures from our wedding or something. So it was pouring rain in San Diego.
It was.
So we spent like a whole 2 days in the room
Yeah.
watching NCIS. Because for us, because I was gone, I showed up 3 days before the wedding, 4 days before the wedding.
But yes.
And I left 20 days later. And so for us, we were just like happy to be together. We didn't care what we were doing. We could sleep and it didn't matter. Being on the same continent.
Sleep.
Psst, wedding, honeymoon, right?
Yeah.
Placement of the cards. It was
That's
there for
right.
a reason.
That's right.
Oh, you found it. But so as I was looking, that's when I found the information on Facebook of that Ralph had died, Fabry had died, who I served with at my schoolhouse. And now actually his mom's just a couple hours up the road. So I've been talking to her a little bit lately.
Mhm.
But yeah, so that occurred unbeknownst to this, and this already had a special surprise meaning to me, and then even does more so because of the honeymoon time frame. Because it's the reality. It's the reality that we are in, that we've been in the last 20 years, and that I have to use two hands to count the people that I personally know who are no longer with us. And I'm going to go do another live session about that and that interaction I had with Baez that one day, and will.
It's our military family, you know?
Yep. That's how it is. So
So-
you find the photo?
I found this was the photo right
Pre-photo.
before. I
thought we had
I
it.
thought we had it, but I can't find it. It might be in a different file. Well,
Because he only printed 100.
see, this is why like he was very excited. He was very
Me?
yeah, but he was just sweating. It was
I was just sweating.
That was the pre-photo, but I love this one of Reese. We'll have to send that to her. Reese like loved you.
Oh, yeah.
I think she still kind of does.
She still does. I
I think you're still her favorite uncle.
2 years ago, we went and did like a 8-hour day together.
It was amazing.
Because she needed
And
help.
then my arch, I loved this arch, and it was over my wedding cake. It was my favorite arch. It's still in my parents' backyard, and I still comment.
That's the
on it
arch is
every
still
time.
there?
Yeah,
I didn't realize that was from there.
it's still there. It was so beautiful. I loved that arch. And then I can't remember her first name. Sister Roberts.
Sister Roberts.
She made the cake for me.
Your neighbor.
My grandpa, my whole family had. My grandpa usually made the cakes because he was an artist. He was very skilled and talented at it, but he was getting towards the end, and he just wasn't as steady and things like that. So, do you want to talk about the cake?
What? Oh, you mean how?
I wanted a cake.
You wouldn't let me have popsicles?
How I wanted a cake, and it was my wedding, and you had no say because you weren't here to plan it.
But I pretended that I had say.
Yes, you did.
And I did not.
That is falling.
What it fell. Oh.
I want to talk about that photo.
Oh, your dad. No, I don't. I want to talk about what happened the night before at the rehearsal. We're at the rehearsal dinner. We get married outside, so we're practicing the ceremony and stuff. And up until this point, I'd only really been to what's called LDS, Latter-day Saint weddings, and they're inside of a temple. And I went really
They're private ceremonies.
They're private ceremonies. So I wasn't used to the rehearsal. I didn't know rehearsal dinner was an actual thing. And so we did the rehearsal dinner. We rehearsed the ceremony. And her dad rehearses walking her up to me.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have a photo of this because it was the night before. We were just in regular clothes. So I take a picture. And
it was a fun night.
All of a sudden, so I'm standing there perfectly like this. He goes, I think
we're like holding hands or something.
We're like this.
We're like this.
He leans in and gives me a kiss on the cheek.
On your face.
On my face.
Not my face.
No, he does it to me.
Your face.
So I turned beet red.
What were you thinking when that happened?
What did I get myself into? Is that why we've moved so he doesn't kept to kiss me?
I don't know. But so the next day, you were terrified that he was going to do it again.
I was so scared he was going to kiss me in front of everybody.
You were terrified. But he did a heel click instead. Yeah. I'm very
so glad
surprised.
He caught it. The camera guy caught it too.
I know. I can't believe he could get that much air.
Just challenge him to recreate it.
No, Adam.
That's not Adam. That's John.
John.
Doe, or Bamf, as we know him.
Damn. Why did I call him Adam? I don't know.
Adam's there.
Adam is there.
He's in those. Oh, you found him.
Adam's that one.
Ooh.
That one.
So yeah, those are the sunglasses that me,
Marcus, Adam, Travis, Justin, Brandon.
Doesn't work if they can't see that. You gonna do that again?
There you go. Oh, okay.
There you go.
So no, I can't see. Justin, Travis, Adam, Marcus, Bamf, and Brandon.
So me and Bamf, John, and Brandon, night before, after I called her for the glasses, we went to all kinds of gas stations and found
I'm still gonna post those photos.
all matching glasses.
No, we'll post them. We'll post them. I've already shown that one.
Hand it to me. I'm gonna talk about Brandon.
I know.
Because Brandon is gone also.
He is gone.
It's really sad. Not just the military life, but just the life in general. Sometimes you lose people, and unfortunately, I'll say fortunately. Fortunately, I had the honor to know some incredible people. Unfortunately, I know a lot of people who are dead, who are gone. And Brandon overdosed a couple years ago. But I was honored that he was in our wedding, and he was one of my good friends from high school and a lot of influence on who I am today. So yeah, it was a great day. This is our hotel key.
Yeah.
They got engraved for
and Jake.
Best photo. We're gonna end with Jake, right?
He's so handsome. I thought we were gonna end with your grandma. Oh. She's my favorite. She's so beautiful, and she the photographer just like
captured her essence.
Captured her, and you're in the background of that one.
Oh, I'm gonna take this. We're gonna make a copy of this, and when we go see her, I think we're going to see her next year, right?
I think so.
I'm gonna be like, Grandma, it's okay if you die because I have your soul. Because seriously, these are the best.
They
photos.
Really are.
Like they got amazing photos from that day, but hers always turned out really good.
We had a great photographer.
And this is one of my favorite photos. So,
Blackburn Studios.
There's our rings. Maybe that was the first time you really saw the ring. That was the next day.
No, that was the next day. And then this was our ceremony. I always forget how big my train was. It was so big. I loved that dress. And crazy enough, we'll end on this story about the dress. So
What do you need to keep out?
nothing.
Just those.
Those, yeah. So we went searching for a dress, right? So my mom had done multiple weddings at this point.
Because you're.
Shoot,
Because you are.
four
you're
weddings.
5 of 7 girls.
Yeah. She'd done 3, 4, 5. No, I was the 5th wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Amber, Ginger, Maddie, and April and Aubrey were already married. So I
You were
was
the last one to get married.
I was number 5. And
11 years ago.
11 years ago, the last one. Anyway, she's like, there's a few things we've learned. And I know Amber can attest to this because they don't have very many memories or photos from their wedding. But she said there's 2 things that you actually spend money on. It's the dress and the photos. Because that is the most important part. If you don't feel good, if you don't love what you're wearing, it affects everything a little bit. You have to feel pretty. You have to feel.
So pretty.
You are so pretty.
Well, it's important.
It's important.
It's not just about a fancy
it is
dress.
like,
the dress.
yeah.
It matters.
It matters. And
Confidence.
it totally is. There's a lot of psychology that goes into that side of it. But just feeling your best, like in COVID, we learned that. Like if you actually get up and put a makeup on or put clothes on, put shoes on, whatever it is for your going to work mode, you're actually more productive working. I've heard a lot of people that are like, I don't put a lot of effort into it, but I at least put my shoes on, even though I'm working from home, because it puts you in a mindset, right? So same thing with dresses, and then the photos, because you will always have the photos to reminisce on, which we have done. And I've been sharing photos all week. And
not even these photos.
And then like, as I've been reminiscing and remembering and there's all these photos, I'm like, oh, I wish we captured that moment. Like, I don't know if we have any photos from the rehearsal dinner, but back then, of course, like there were cell phone cameras, but they were not.
No, I think the iPhone
original
was out,
quality.
but people weren't using it for that much.
We have a few cell phone photos from that time, but they're just so bad.
I think we have rehearsal dinner photos from Kaylin.
Maybe.
On my computer or on Facebook.
But it's of kind of everyone in attendance.
Yeah, it's not like of the ceremony. It's just of the event.
People, which is
we have
great
the video.
memories.
We have the video, which you got to find, because you have it on this computer.
Oh my gosh.
Of the night before when her sisters embarrassed the crap out of me again.
Anyway, so the dress and the photos, and that's, as you're looking back, you love the way you look, you love how the photos turn out. Like, it's the most important. That's a good one when I'm coming out with my dad. But the dress and the photos are the most important thing because it's your memories and it's how you feel and it's your confidence. And so crazy enough, I don't have a very good photo of my dress here. I think it's in storage, but a few years later, we were in Ridgecrest and I was cleaning out storage and memories and things like that. And I was just going through papers and I remember opening one of my old journals. And I think I was in a class at school or something. Actually, it might have been a seminary class. And I was just doodling, dresses. I think it was like prom season or something to that regard. And I drew this dress and I have to find the photo. I have it somewhere. Because our memories are in storage still in California. They didn't come with us to DC. But I found, as I was going through these notes and reading things, I found this picture. And the picture I drew was like the exact picture of my wedding dress. And completely forgot about it, didn't even...
You drew it before.
I drew it in high school.
Yeah.
And then I ended up finding it, but I didn't end up realizing I'd found the dress that I drew until 4 or 5 years later. And it had the same silhouette. It had this A-line cut with the tulle, and it has such gorgeous beading that you just can't see in these photos.
So help me understand, and all guys out there, why don't we just break out your dress once a year or something and have a party?
Well, it doesn't fit. There's that. Would you like to get into your dress blues?
Yeah. I think mine's legal though.
Yours is illegal?
You can't wear a uniform, nope.
Oh, right? Because it's not your Marine Corps body?
So mine is the fit. Mine is the fit. Accurate. This is not my active duty Marine Corps body. That's what I say often. Because people still think I'm accurate. They're like, oh, you just got, like people, I left the government. And people are like, oh, you just left the Marine Corps. I was like, does this look like I was in the Marine Corps?
Uh-huh.
But
So-
why is it that the dress is just a one-day thing?
I don't think it needs to be.
Yours is preserved.
Mine is preserved. Your mom had it cleaned and put in a special
So
box.
when I see someone preserving a wedding dress, I picture the lady from Incredibles that makes the suits. The little Edna or whatever her name is, like, I'm going to make this dress so perfect and then preserve it.
Maybe.
That's what I envision when I'm preserving wedding dresses.
It's preserved. It's just in a nice box and it's folded pretty. And I don't know, there's a lot of people that have used their wedding dresses for different purposes. Like I've known, or I've heard of wedding dresses being donated to make like baby clothes for babies that pass away when they're newborns or different things like that.
There's one couple online, maybe YouTube or Instagram, TikTok, somewhere, that they go and do some crazy activity in their wedding outfit every year.
Every year they go to dinner, they go, and I would totally do that. It just doesn't fit anymore. So next year's goals, right? See if we can get back down into. But back then, back then I was doing a lot. I was working 3 jobs because you were gone. So what else was I gonna do? And I rode the front runner to Salt Lake for work. And then I was also working in retail. I had a full-time job at a credit union and a part-time job in a retail store. I think it was at Loft. I think it was at Taylor Loft still at that time. Because I got a discount on my clothes that I wore for my day job.
I will say this. A lot of people have commented before, like, oh,
and I was
you buy the
Zumba.
fanciest clothes. She doesn't. She never buys anything at full price. I've never seen her buy anything at full price.
Nope. There's no reason to.
Sometimes that means it's like $600 off of $800, but never full price.
A deal's a deal. But I also did Zumba 3 nights a week with Amber.
In Aubrey and Tara?
And Aubrey and Tara. And Amber still does it in Utah. Shout out to Amber Peterson.
What's up?
So yeah, are we done?
Yeah, you kept telling stories.
There's a lot of stories.
There's a great story. Maybe we need to record a podcast episode about our wedding to capture it all.
Maybe.
Because the audio quality.
You did not prepare me for any of this, though.
I know, but I wanted to see your face and reaction. And if I had told you we were going to watch the YouTube video and talk about our wedding, you would have said no.
Correct. You do know me.
Yes.
You should after 11 years.
Some things I'm still getting better at, right? It's life.
Marriage.
It's marriage.
It's a lifelong process.
It is. But everyone I talk to is like, oh, 11 years. Wow. Because today.
Oh, I love this one.
Time.
Remember, it's Chula.
That's my mom.
No, right there.
Oh, crap.
Alejandra.
It is Alejandra. My uniform.
Mm-hmm.
I am not going to lie. I was not happy before the wedding that she was making me wear my uniform.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm grateful that we have that memory in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
But I was not happy, especially because we never lived together when I was super active duty, except for when I was in the Wounded Warriors.
Yeah, I don't have a photo with you in camis.
We don't have a lot of uniform photos.
Mm-mm.
And I don't have a lot of uniform photos in general, which is ironic as I was a photographer, and she gets on me all the time about.
Because you suck at taking photos.
I do. I'm great at taking photos of other people, just not us.
Not me. I called you out.
Every time we go out, like, oh, we look so cute. We should have taken a photo. We didn't. Anything else to add?
Good times, good memories. I'm sorry if you've watched this entire ridiculous thing.
All times. Be like, thank you for watching. You're awesome.
You. Shout out to so many birthdays that are today.
Oh, and Adam. That's why you probably said Adam, Because Adam and Adam's have an anniversary.
Their anniversary is
the year before.
The year before.
Same day.
And I'm pretty sure it's Katie's anniversary today, a year after Katie and Justin.
Peyton's birthday.
Peyton's birthday. It's Elspeth's birthday.
Literally an hour down the road from us. Later in our life in Ridgecrest, we meet this family who they're our family now, and they're like our nieces and nephew. And she is the same age exactly as our anniversary.
Yep, she was born the same day we were married.
2 hours before we got married.
So
and like an hour away from where we were in Utah. But we didn't know them at all.
Provo.
We met them 7 years later.
Yeah. So Peyton, Elspeth, who else had a birthday today? So
I saw
many
a bunch of
birthdays today.
notifications.
Lots of birthdays today. Oh, and then anniversaries. So yeah.
Mhm.
That's all, folks.
Oh, is that our new thing?
Shout out
It's
to
a story
Grab.
for a different time. Should we go for a bike ride?
Yep. Let's go for a bike.